Hey, what's up, y'all? It's another episode of My Other Buddy Devin.
Woo, my other buddy Devin is some time to party. Dubstep.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Yeah, dude. That was a little like country step, bro. I like that, dude. That's pretty
my other buddy Devin.
That was fucking
Why don't
sick.
they have a country dubstep?
I bet they do.
I'm sure they
I'm
do.
sure that's a thing on YouTube, dude.
You see that new song where it's like a rapper made a country song, and it was like the #1 on the country, or like top 10 in the country charts.
No.
But he's like a rapper who just made a country song, quote unquote.
That's pretty funny.
And it was like, got my horse, got my thun, and then like it was like a rap beat underneath it. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Oh man.
Yeah,
people are doing that now.
If only there was a way that I could like play that on the fucking thing. I could, but I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess speaking of country, we're gonna talk about the outdoors.
Oh yeah, like the country.
Yeah, like in the country, capital T, capital C.
Oh, I'm about it, dude. Terms and conditions, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, I love camping. I don't really do it that much because my wife does not like to do it, and I would love to like spend a weekend just like in the woods I love building fires and shit. It's my favorite thing.
Dude, it's the shit.
And you just went kayak fishing.
Yeah. I just went out in a canoe. It had an electric outboard motor. You know, we were out there in Irish Bayou just cooling, you know, kicking it, blaring some funk on the water, you know, ripping the jewel, maybe having a couple rolling rocks while we were out there. You know, just straight up average canoe day.
Right. So do you like kind of like the glamping, or do you like just going out there and like being in the fucking elements?
So if by glamping you mean buying a 1988 Winnebago and living out of it for 5 years, then yes, I like glamping, dog.
I like going out, well, like little to nothing, and like I usually bring like tools for camping, as far as like an axe and like a knife, and like I have all this shit under the sink. My wife's looking at me right now.
You got camping stuff under the sink?
Yeah, just in case I have to like emergency go camping.
Yeah, in case you need some emergency borax.
But so I went camping one time a couple years ago with some friends, and it was in Austin, Texas, where they have like campgrounds. It's not like just go into the woods and hang out. And we built a fire and everything. We had tents all around the fire and stuff. It was pretty fun. And I went and like derooted like a very young tree. I wasn't supposed to do this. I found this out later.
You ended its short life.
Right.
Okay.
It was probably like a year old. And I was like, get out of there, tree.
Oh, man.
And I was like, I'm going to make a walking stick. And so like my whole job the entire camping trip was to like rip the bark off and like make it big enough to where I can hold it and shit. And I'm sitting there at the campfire. It's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm wasted. And I had this routine of like I'd put it in the fire for a little bit to make the bark all brittle, and then I would carve the bark off. And I'm sitting there, and while I'm doing this, I'm like, man, my fucking hands are so sweaty. And so I keep doing it though. I keep doing it for about like 45 minutes, and then it's pitch black. Only light lit by the campfire. And finally I'm like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. So there's like this little bathroom area, and there was a light, and I turn it on, and both of my hands are just full of blood. And so apparently while I was debarking this tree, I had cut myself and didn't realize, and just kept going. And so like I was like, what the fuck? And so like I ran back. I'm like, guys, I'm bleeding. And they're like, well, there's nowhere to go. You just have to make it work. So I basically just like took a bottle of water, washed the blood off, and then went back to fucking carving the stick.
Damn. So basically you went on a camping trip with all your friends, and you just got wasted and sat and whittled a stick.
Yeah, basically.
Until you started bleeding.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I feel like if I was on that trip, you know, like a period of time elapses, you're there, like hanging out, everybody's drinking, like saying, what's up, we're camping. Yeah. It's like 5 hours later, like slumped in the corner, like just like, blood all over your sweatshirt.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Like a crooked baby tree. It's like this descended into madness, dude. That's fucking awesome. But dude, that's why I like camping.
It was fucking scary because like when we woke up in the morning, it was probably like 5 in the morning, like right when the sun, or it was probably like 6, like right when the sun was coming up. and we could hear wild boar outside of our tent.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, it was fucking scary.
That shit's always so wild.
Because I was like, do I go out and scare them? Are they going to fucking attack me if I get out of here? So I just sat there and just waited for hours for these fucking boar to leave.
Dude, oh my God. What would you do if one charged you?
I would probably run away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have been known to kill an animal that comes towards me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've told...
about the alligator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would. If it's a boar, that's different because they're like fucking no holds bar, like they'll fucking kill you.
Oh yeah.
But it's weird. There's a lot of them at like City Park, like just a park. There's just wild boar just hanging out.
Hey, dude, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't like stab it or anything because that'd be really fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
But I've killed an animal before.
Yeah, I think if one came at me, I would have the instinct to run. But I think that I'm like dexterous enough and have enough agility to like jump onto its back and ride it till it calmed down.
You made it your own,
dude, and then it just follows me forever. Start forming a party of wild boars, traveling through the fucking park, dude. Oh my God.
I can imagine like. I don't talk to you for like 2 weeks, and then you come back and like you're like, meet me at City Park. Yeah, and then you come like a big beard, like too much for 2 weeks worth of growth.
Yeah,
with like 8 boar behind you, just like I am the king of the boar.
Yeah, like we're forming a beautiful society, unlike the one in which we live. There will be no pain or sadness in the boar world of the park.
And you're just like, Fluffy, chuck, chuck. And like one of the boars walks away and like grabs you an apple and you eat it.
Oh my God, yes. Dude, this is a dream. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm going to make this happen.
You should. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, see you later, dude.
Yeah, so we have 2 very special guests on today.
Mm-hmm.
They're 2 of my favorite people, one of which is my favorite person.
Mm-hmm.
It's, are you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
From the 2 Adult Women podcast, we have Megan and Christy.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
How y'all doing?
So good. Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, spoiler alert, Megan's my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm the favorite person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just make
definitely.
sure. Just make sure you didn't answer. You didn't finish your sentence. So I just wanted to clear it up for the audience.
Guess who it is.
It's like, one's my favorite person. The other person is my wife.
Yeah. You just didn't answer it. You just kept talking.
So unfortunately, you have a hurt shoulder because you're doing yoga.
I do. I was supposed to go this morning. But
Yoga so hard.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm saying you yoga so hard.
You yoga.
Oh, I yoga.
Like the kids say, like you lit.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I heard 3 different things.
I
heard that you said that yoga is hard.
No, yoga so hard.
And then
you
yoga
go
so
so
hard,
hard.
which
you
is
go
like
so hard.
yeah. And then the other was making fun of me for doing yoga. So I
No,
heard,
no.
I know you
I'm
didn't
not
say
making
any
fun
of
of you.
those.
Can we just cut this completely?
No, we're keeping it all
argument.
in. We're
It's
keeping it all
not. No. Anyway,
in.
yes.
We want everyone to know that yoga sucks.
Oh yeah, dude. The newest film in the BUS universe.
Yoga sucks.
Yoga sucks.
So yeah, you've been doing yoga training. You want to be
Yoga
a teacher.
training. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the next thing I was going to say.
I'm sorry. Was I
yoga-
not allowed?
No, you're not allowed to talk.
Okay, got it.
You're just on the podcast for fun.
Okay.
But that's kind of something that we want to talk about is things that women do that guys aren't supposed to do, quote unquote, or it's too girly to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Let's slash those stereotypes.
Yeah.
But yoga
shave
is
your
one
legs,
of them.
boo. Shave your armpits. Shave your belly.
I used to shave every part of my body, from the ages of 11 to 15.
But
I used to
why?
be.
It's not
Like a slippery little seal.
Yeah.
I think at those
How much
ages.
hair did you even have?
Yeah.
At
I mean,
11.
have you met me? I've had hair since I was 10.
You told everyone that you're married to me. Yes, I've met you.
Hi, I'm your husband. No, I've had hair on my body since I was 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
I've been just a hairy dude.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I feel you.
I
I think
hit.
you got a good enough amount.
I used to make my dad shave me, and then he stopped when I was like 24. he said 24 is too old for a dad to be shaving his son.
He's not
like,
wrong.
Come on.
He's not wrong.
Now I gotta shave myself. It's such bullshit, dude.
It's like, Dad, shave me.
Come on, just shave.
I have a job interview.
Just sitting in the tub covered in shaving cream.
With your
Clip my
dad.
nails.
With your mouth. Clip them like when I was a baby.
Come on. But anyway, yoga is one of those things where it's like it's a very like women thing, but a lot of dudes do it.
They should do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Like a lot of like fucking like Joe Rogan does it, and he's like somebody who is arguably like a man, like a man's man, and he fucking does it, I think.
Yeah, Joe Rogan sucks.
Yeah. Like, do you look up to that guy?
Yeah,
no,
that's like,
but
oh, you do?
He's not like I said no, but it's not like an idol. I'm just saying like.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes. It's like I'm fucking macho. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, isn't that like his whole persona?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he was the host of the Man Show.
Was he?
Yeah, him and Doug Stanhope they did the Man Show after Adam Carolla and that other
Oh.
guy, Jimmy
I didn't know
Kimmel. Yeah, I used to watch the Man Show.
So did I, dude. I used to love.
Did y'all learn a lot?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't.
What did you learn, other Devin?
I learned how to drink beer. I learned how to fucking flex on people. I learned how to drive fast and live without regrets.
And now look at you.
Now look at me.
Oh, wow.
Great.
But no, like the Man Show came in around a time where like I didn't drink. I like was just figuring out what girls were, and they were just like drinking beers and boobies, and I was just like, I like 50% of those things, and like it. So actually, growing up, I was like, I guess I'm not a manly man because of this show. That was like, this is what it's like to be a man. You have to watch girls jump on trampolines.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
I
was
could see how that could be fun.
That was the end of the show. Was girls on trampolines? Like
Wait,
literally.
what?
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taking it that we would all be jumping on trampolines.
Oh no.
Wait, why?
Because when they jump, their boobies jump.
Oh
Oh,
God.
God.
That's
like,
awful.
I think I remember the Man Show, and like
Right.
they were in bikinis.
Yeah, it was girls in bikinis on
Jumping.
trampolines.
Yeah, jumping
I thought we were
around.
talking about just jumping, which I would love to do, but not be recorded and then.
Yeah, have
Please
someone
don't
film me and like have some
That's
dude do
so
it in
gross.
slow mo and being like, like
That's-
jacking off
Yeah.
to me jumping on a trampoline like a 10-year-old.
Dude,
Like,
they're like cheersing and chanting and shit. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking weird. It's some like Illuminati shit, bro.
Right.
I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we went to so many different places there.
Well, that's what
there's
they
4
do.
of
They're
us.
like
Yeah.
ziggy zag, ziggy zag, like cheer, like
Yeah, they
people
do
are
like
jumping on a trampoline. I'm
they do
like,
like Irish chants and shit. It's so weird.
Okay.
it is like if you
Okay.
really think about it, it's like that's some weird like ritual shit, bro.
Right.
I'm just saying. I've gone down a YouTube hole recently, and I think everything's a ritual. So.
Okay.
But yeah, like that was like what it was like to be a man in that era. Was like drink beers with your friends and play darts and watch hot girls play football and eat chicken wings.
Oh.
Like that's what it was. And now like I kind of feel like it's taken a completely different turn recently. Not saying like
I think it's
men
challenging. It's challenging the stereotypes,
Right.
and I mean, I think that boys are taught not to. You know, if you cry, you're too sensitive, and you have to toughen up, and you know, that's a really hard thing to like grow up in. And then girls are, I mean, I don't even know.
yeah, I think women are taught to be like soft and like nurturing.
Yeah.
Right.
And that if you're not, then like something
And
is
you're not
wrong with
really a
you.
woman,
Yeah, like you're not really a woman, and it's like, what makes you a woman? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
And I feel like there was a time when like girls and women were like, you have to be sexy to be a woman.
Yeah.
Like, there was a time when it was like you have to be frail and like all this shit.
Well,
and then
and
it
it
was
was
like you
different.
gotta wear short skirts and show your butt and shit.
Well, it's different kind of sexy too, though,
I
because
had
then
to
it was
do.
like different ages. Like that's when like men really wanted you, but then when you got married, you really weren't supposed
Oh.
to be sexy anymore.
now
Right.
your life
And-
is over.
right? And if you to be a woman, you have to have children, which is
Bullshit.
not true.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like this is what we were all growing up with. We didn't have a woman show. We didn't have the man show, but
No.
Have you seen The View?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Oh man.
got him. I wish you could take a picture
Yeah.
of both of Christy and my face.
For the record, that was a joke. Okay,
Yes,
so-
yes,
okay,
yes.
Yeah. But So okay, you do yoga. Is there any like stereotypical thing, Christy, that you do that is like girly?
I think I do a lot of like self-care stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I take care of my skin really well.
You love your beauty products.
I love my beauty products.
Facial products.
And like pampering kind of stuff.
Right.
You know,
Which men aren't supposed to do.
right.
Like, you guys have like a shampoo. Not that you're not. You should do it. Everyone should do it.
I do it.
Good, Devin. That's right.
Yeah.
But kind of challenging that. Like, our shampoo is $25 for the shampoo, $25 for the conditioner,
Yeah.
traditionally. You guys have a shampoo that's your body shampoo, your hair shampoo, and conditioner. It's all one.
No.
I mean, it's just like, no.
Oh, Debbie gets that fucking shampoo. Debbie gets that conditioner.
What do you use?
I use Pantene Pro V. And
Okay,
then
well,
plug.
Old Spice body wash. Bar
that's a good
soap,
one.
Scrub with the loofah. Oh my god.
I'm just saying, like, they don't make a product for a woman that is your body wash, shampoo, and conditioner.
Yeah, it's just-
Yeah,
it's
but
just-
I will say I have.
And you
tried
shouldn't use it.
Right,
No.
we got the shampoo
3
body
in 1.
wash thing. Was it 3? Was it 3-in-1?
We use the 2-in-1.
Yeah.
And then we bought the 3-in-1 and didn't like it.
It literally made everything just dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so like my skin would like you can hear it when I would rub my hand on it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like my hair would just stay in place because it was so fucking dry. And I was like, oh, this just isn't good. They just made this
Yeah.
so people would buy it. It's not good for you.
Yeah, it's like $4 for a bottle.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
yeah,
then
dude.
again, kind of containing men in that, like, oh, we don't care about, like, to be
Yeah.
a man, you don't care about this stuff. Like, you don't spend. That's my man voice.
Yeah.
You don't care about this.
Hey!
Hey, we don't care about nothing. We just care about
I gotta
eating
get in the
shit.
shower and I gotta get out.
Oh, I got dirt under my nails here.
I gotta go to the coal mines and get all the money for my family.
Uh-oh, the canary's dead.
What's going on in that household? Yeah.
We had a canary that died.
Yeah.
But no, like I mean, you know this. Every time I get out of the shower, I brush my hair.
Yes, he does.
It's something I have a weird like thing about my hair.
Yeah.
Like that's why I wear hats all the time because when I sweat, my hair gets all weird, and I'm like, I can't let people see my. I have to always. And if I don't wear a hat, I have to like make sure it's brushed and make sure it's like perfect.
That's good.
Coiffed.
And I don't know where that started. I don't know like
Well,
why.
it's good.
No, it's good because like I like to look presentable, but I could literally, I would go out in just like pajama pants, flip flops, and like just a t-shirt, but I have to make sure that my hair looks good.
Well, that's great.
Oh, I do the same thing, man. No, you gotta have it coiffed. You gotta look dope. I get it from my dad, dude. He blow dries his hair all the time. I'm about to buy a blow dryer.
Your
so
dad has a
After he
great head of
shaves
hair.
you.
Yeah.
dude, it's like swept back, and he never goes to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like he has beach breeze in his
He
bathroom.
does.
In the
Oh, he
form-
does? Oh, yeah.
Form of blow dryer, dude.
yes,
Bang,
yes.
Hit that shit back, dude. I can't wait. I'm gonna start. I'm actually getting pumped up talking about it.
Well, see, I think it also comes from like my dad was like his hair was super thin around my age, and growing up seeing that, I was like, oh shit, that's gonna be me. But then I found out that it's your mom's dad is where you get your
Yeah.
hair from, and my grandpa had the fucking dopest hair.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not you're not getting it from
Did
your
you
dad.
just
so-
shatter
Oh shit.
Devin's world?
My mom's dad is so bald.
Oh,
He's
shit.
so bald.
Look, Devin, you look like you're all right.
That's,
Yeah.
You look like you have your dad's
I mean,
hair.
You got a lot of hair.
It's receding. I can feel it receding.
Is it receding right now?
I can feel it receding. This is fucked up. I'm gonna go outside.
That's what you have to do is you have to wear hats now, so when you actually go bald, people don't be like, oh, you're starting to wear hats now. That's weird. You have to start
Oh,
early.
is that what you're doing?
That's my mindset right
Oh,
now. Is that
I thought you were advertising your show.
what? Oh yeah, I am wearing on my other Brady Devin hat,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
Well, then that's where like toupees come in, you know,
I would
and like
never in
wigs.
my life.
I would never want you to wear a
The
toupee.
second I
Just
start
shave your
going
head.
bald, I'm shaving my head.
Yeah.
like not like Mr. Clean bald.
Yeah.
I'll rock the fucking
Yeah.
crown or whatever, but I'm not. I'll never shave my head. But
I
the
mean-
second it fucking starts going, bye.
They've got some good toupees out there.
No, it's gotten better. It's a whole
Yeah.
new world.
Yeah, and good glue and like.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
can you imagine like waking up and gluing hair to your head every morning?
Yes.
Like to make it a thing. Well, now I feel like you're like you're
just
scared now for your hair.
I've run through the scenario so many fucking times. Like, what am I gonna do when I'm bald? Like, literally, like a day by day, like step by step thing. Like, where I'm like, wake up in the morning, I fucking glue the toupee to my head, I coif it back. Don't tell anybody. Never tell anybody the truth. And then you go throughout your day, and everybody's none the wiser. They're like, look at his perfect hair. He has such great hair. He would never
Wait,
go
do you have
bald.
a toupee right now? We're doing all of that right now. We're all like, your hair is great. It looks amazing.
Yeah. Are you wearing a
No
toupee?
comment?
Don't worry about it, dude. I'll do what I do, all right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, here's a thought. So you could always just shave your head, make your own toupee out of your hair. Now save it.
Ooh, yeah.
Like,
And make
put it in a box.
just shave your head and put it in a box.
and hope that like the cops don't ever come over and go like, who is this?
it's my hair. I swear to God, it's my hair.
They always say. Yeah.
Well, that's when you move to Brooklyn and you start killing people, right? You go, I swear, cop, it's my hair. I don't know what that accent
I'm not the
was.
Brooklyn Slasher. I never strangled no 15 people.
I swears on it.
It's on my hair.
But yeah, there is like back to the root of the conversation. There is a lot of like women shit that I like to do. Like I love when I used to have a bathtub, hot baths.
Oh, I
let me
wish
tell
I
you,
had a bathtub.
bubble baths. Get the fuck
Oh,
out of here.
yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
I wish.
I
Yeah.
found out what Epsom salt was, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking amazing. I love wearing like fucking poofy robes.
He wears mine that he
I
bought
wear-
me
yeah.
a lot.
I bought her a robe like 2 years ago for Valentine's Day, and I'm pretty sure I've worn it more than she has.
I love it. But I guess
I
guess
wear
you're
it-
wearing it when I'm not around.
Yeah, wear it when you're not around.
King of the castle.
Yeah.
Like, "Bleh, bleh, bleh, I'm a senator. I'm not even a president. Like, even in my wildest dreams, I'm just a local senator.
A single-term senator.
I got caught for embezzlement.
That's so fucking funny.
But like, I know you want me to do yoga. Like, I know that's
Oh
something
yeah,
that you
I
would
think it
love
would
for me
be
to do.
really. Yeah, I think it would be really good for you. And actually, most athletes do yoga
Oh yeah,
because it's
a lot of
so
football players do
important.
ballet.
They
Yeah.
should. It's all about grace
Yeah, it's
and
about flexibility
agility.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Steph Curry does yoga?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
If Steph
Probably.
Curry does yoga, I'm doing yoga.
It's
I wouldn't
whatever
be
Steph Curry does.
surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
if you did it.
Because it makes
Yeah.
you like very flexible and agile
Well,
and
it's
shit like
just
that.
putting. It also is just like kind of putting you in with your body, like
Yeah.
and like what I've learned. There's so much to learn with it, but what's really great is that yoga is a practice, and so every day it can be different, and so
Right.
it's not about being bad or good. And you start just listening to your body and saying like, I can't do that today, or oh my gosh, look at me, I can, and like, oh, downward dog is so much easier today.
Yeah.
Yoga stuff.
Yoga's like golf. You can always be better at it. That's the whole thing with
Well-
golf is like you're not playing against someone else. You're playing against yourself.
Sure, but like golf, like you have a score. So, I mean, yeah, I see some of the parallels, but I think like yoga, it's free from that.
No, what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say is yoga is exactly like golf.
Oh, got it.
Yoga is golf.
Well, I mean, like you say you don't keep score, but like I am very competitive. Like even in yoga, like in yoga practice, like I get real competitive, and like I pick somebody out in the room, and I'm like, I'm gonna beat this bitch. Like I am going to like yoga harder than this person.
Nice.
And then like yeah, and then like if they start doing handstands and stuff, I'm like freaking show off. Like
They shouldn't be. Most often, you can't even do that in most classes because it's really dangerous. But
What, handstands or headstands?
head and hand, you have to be
Yeah.
really careful with
Head and
both.
hand.
Yeah.
Somebody started doing that in front of
That
me.
is so funny. I can't believe you're competitive.
Oh, I'm so competitive. Like any type of like workout thing, I like pick somebody out.
No, I
and
get
I'm
that.
like, I'm gonna beat you.
Whenever I would do that, I just think like I don't pay attention to anyone in yoga. Finally, like I just am like, please, Megan, don't fall over. Like I almost fell over yesterday. Like I don't know. I don't really see. But I would get competitive, like going to like Audubon and doing like the track. And like I would say like, oh yeah, you're walking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat you. And like, oh, you're running a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat you. And then I'd beat them, and then they catch up, and then I have to yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
It's
thing, like, I do, like, small competitions throughout everyday life.
Okay.
It's really weird. Like, If I'm in a car, I want to get to that red light before that person.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
But it's not even like I'm out loud being like, here we go. Like, it's just in my head, like, or we're walking on the street. And I'm like, I'm going to get to this place. I'm going to walk faster than this person real quick.
I do
It's like
that
a
a little bit,
small
too.
race. And I'm like, I got it. And
Yeah.
like,
You're like,
it's,
oh, I opened the door first. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
and like, but it's always competitions that I know I'm going to win. Like,
Oh, that's interesting.
like it's like, I know that like I go with my trajectory right now. I know I'm going to get to the sign before this person. And then I do it and I'm like, you won.
Oh,
it.
dude, I feel you. No, you set the bar right there. So you're like, I won. Like,
Yeah.
what about it? Like, what are you doing?
Well,
You
finding,
lose.
yeah, you're finding like little little wins
Little
through the
victories,
day.
yeah.
It makes you feel good. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it keeps you going, keeps
And-
the spirit raging.
The other person has absolutely no
Yeah.
idea.
I know.
That I
Like-
fucking crushed them in a race.
They're like, he must be in a hurry.
It's like,
You're
no,
like,
I'm fucking
no, I
winning.
just owned you.
Yeah.
How does it feel, dude? And then they're
But,
like,
like-
what? Who are you?
Why are
Don't
you
know
talking
you.
to me?
Like even with if I have like a cigarette at work, like and someone else is having a cigarette, I'm like, I'm finishing this before this person. But I'm like in a conversation, like, yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah, totally. What's up? And like fucking finished it. And, like,
Well, and then the
flame
other guy's
victory.
like, less time
Yeah.
being at work. Why
Yeah.
am I rushing through this?
But then I'll just like I'll just sit there with him. Like, like I'll finish it. Like, I won this. Now I gotta wait for you to finish.
You gotta bask in the glory of your win for a minute. Like, this poor loser doesn't even know he's a loser.
Just the song "Sweet Victory" from SpongeBob is playing in my head. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
fucking did it. But no, like I just recently started drinking vodka sodas with a lime.
Finally
Oof.
drinking like me.
Yeah.
Love it.
But every time I go to a bar and order it, there's this like movie scene in my head of like, I'll have a vodka soda with a lime, and then like some man will come up and be like, "That's what you're drinking," and then like try to fight me. It will
It's not like you're ordering like a Cosmo or something.
know.
Like,
But it's that like stereotype of like a clear drink with like a fruit in it is like very
Oh.
unmanly.
Really?
And I know it'll never happen. I know no one's
No, it's
ever gonna
never
fight me
gonna
because of my
happen.
drink
No.
choice.
I don't think anyone was ever impressed with like your Captain Morgan and Coke. They weren't
Yeah.
like, that guy, whoa,
But
he is doing it.
But it's like a dark drink, and it's just like, yeah,
It's disgusting. And
it's not great, but it's what I liked.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I'm
like,
so glad you're on the.
Here's something I just realized.
Yeah?
Whenever they give you a Captain Morgan and Coke, they give you like a full straw. Whenever they give you a vodka soda with a
It's a little
lime,
baby straw.
it's 2 little baby straws.
Mhm, which
Why
is-
is that?
So you drink it slower.
it's like a little walrus.
But I also,
Like-
Wait, is that like gender discrimination in straws?
I think so. I think it's like,
Oh, what if they're like big straw for the big man, and then they're like
Like-
little straws because this obviously isn't for you.
right.
That makes
Oh.
me think of when I was little. My mom would cook like dinner, or like we would get fried chicken or something like that. Like it was always the biggest piece was for my dad. Like, oh, you save the big
Yeah.
steak for your dad. That's the daddy steak.
Daddy's
And I'd be like,
hungry.
oh, but baby's hungry. Like I want that steak.
Give me that steak.
I know.
That is, yeah. I same thing in my household. It was
Yeah.
always like the biggest piece of meal was for the dad,
Yeah.
and then like the second biggest was for the mom, and
Yeah.
then like the smallest was for me. And I was like, I can eat more than both of you guys. I am a fat little kid. Please give me more.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
I was basically like the little baby dinosaur from Dinosaurs, dude. I got that family dynamic. My dad's like, back home from work. God damn it. And the mom's like,
love that
you've been gone
show.
for too long. And I scream at him. It was great.
What was the catchphrase?
not the
mama.
baby.
Not the mama.
No, not the mama. That's
Not
not
the
mama.
Yeah, whenever the
Yeah.
dad would come up, she'd be like, "Not the mama," and hit him with a frying
Yeah,
pan.
dude. That's
They
so
should bring
rude.
that
Why does that
back.
baby always have a fucking frying pan?
And
dude.
like the belly is always showing too.
Yeah.
Oh, such a cute little baby, dude.
What there was a okay. This might be something that I've read, and it might be, but it was John Goodman the dad.
I
in
think you're
that?
thinking of Roseanne.
Did he?
No, I think he was the voice of the dad.
Oh, let's look
This
it up.
could be like a Berenstain Bears scenario.
Oh, jeez.
But also that's another fucking crazy thing,
Yeah.
right?
Berenstein Bears?
Yeah.
Berenstein
Yeah, I
Bears.
loved
But do you
dug
know like
Berenstein Bears.
do you know like the conspiracy
No,
that like
no, go.
Yeah.
there was like a lapse with like a rip in time.
Yeah,
As like a
dude.
paradox because everyone grew up thinking it was the Berenstein Bears,
Yeah.
and it was the Berenstain Bears.
What?
Yeah,
The mic
It's
just dropped.
like This is a whole thing. Also, there's another thing, but it was like a whole thing where it was like people thought it was spelled a certain way. Everyone thought it was spelled the right way. And then one day someone's like, no, it's Berenstain Bears. And everybody's like, no, it's not. And everybody looked at it, and they're like, holy fuck, my whole life's been a lie.
Yeah.
Also, this is something else.
Okay.
So in one of the Shrek movies, hear me out.
Okay.
Wait, did you find out who it was?
Yeah, it's some random guy, but the mom was played by Jessica Walter, dude.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Arrested Development.
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit,
I
really?
love her.
Yeah, dude. And then
Oh,
the baby was played by Kevin Clash, same man who played Elmo.
Aww.
Aw.
I love that you picked up on all of that. So your memory...
So in the Shrek movie...
No, wait, hold on. Your
Yes.
memory was from Roseanne. That was John Goodman being the dad.
But he like resembles John Goodman.
There,
Yeah,
no,
he
there's,
sure does.
Yeah,
there was.
yeah.
They
There was,
happened
the
at the
plaid
same
shirt.
time.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like middle class family.
Right.
All right, go on.
Yeah.
Tell us about your Shrek memory.
So in the Shrek movie, I think it was the second one. But Princess Fiona, when I remember as a kid, she headbutts the prince. I remember that because I was like, that's fucking hilarious. That she like headbutts him and then she's like, boo, like she headbutts him. And then someone posted a video on Instagram of that scene and she punches him. And they were like, didn't she they had the same thought of like, I remember as a kid she headbutted this dude. And then they showed the video and it was like she punched him. And it was like, what was real? Like, was it like because it wasn't the theatrical release because I didn't have it. I didn't go to the theater to see it. It was on a DVD. But then they saw it and it was something different.
How are we here? How did we?
I know. What
Because
is
men and
this?
women are different.
Yeah, dude, I'm just saying, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't think reality is really real. I think there's too many fucking weird-ass coincidences. Stuff you might be talking about a few days before appears right in front of you a few days later.
Yeah.
Because this shit's all a simulation,
Well,
dog.
wait, isn't that just Google and Amazon like listening to us? Isn't that
No,
how it shows
it's-
up?
No, like shut in
Like-
life. Like,
Oh,
not,
okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember during Christmas time? I know this is like a very small thing. I started singing the Grinch song before we left the house. We got in our car, turned on the radio. Usually it's on a podcast thing, like an output or an input, but it was on the radio, on the Christmas channel, and that song started playing. Like, the second we turned it on, it was like, bing, boom, bing. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? You know that the Grinch, like,
Yeah.
where are you, Christmas?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that song makes me cry.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the saddest song.
Yeah.
And it's sung by a fucking asshole now.
Some wires got crossed.
She's
bro.
not cool now.
Who? Celine Dion?
No, it was Taylor Momsen was the one who sung it in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Celine Dion did the actual song.
Oh, really?
Wait.
Taylor Momsen.
No,
sung
it was
in the movie.
Celine Dion.
Faith Hill.
Was it?
Oh
Faith
yeah,
Hill?
it was Faith Hill.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Celine Dion. I was like, she would not. Like, how do you go from Titanic to that? Like,
Well, she also did.
Yeah.
She did the song for Deadpool 2.
Okay, but that's years later. She just like would have won like the Academy Award. She's like, I did Titanic, My Heart Will Go On Forever. And then she's like, oh yeah, let me do this like little Christmas movie. I mean, I guess it wasn't little because it was Jim Carrey. But
That is like one of the Christmas movies. It plays all the time on TBS. Very
Yeah.
funny.
it's all right.
So what else?
So
I mean,
so we went to
I think-
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I don't know
Now
where-
it's Christmas.
I don't know how this happened.
I'm just saying. Look at it. You guys ever played The Sims?
Yeah.
Right? So it's like a weird, like kind of like imperfect simulation.
Oh, right. That's
of
right. We're
life.
challenging reality. Go on.
There's probably like a way more realistic, like real world up there. Like, and we are just like a shitty, like more imperfect simulation of that. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's like phrase and reality and shit where it's just like, we're all here. Like, is this all fake? Like, what the fuck? Like, do you, when you go to Miami or something, is it just generated
Miami
when you land
again.
on the
I
fucking
know.
runway?
So like, do you think there's like other dimensions?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be a dimension where all the girl shit and all the guy shit are different.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Where there's like dudes and there's like fucking love Cosmos and Sex in the City, bro.
As you should.
Yeah.
I've
A
never
Cosmo is
seen
I
Sex in
mean,
the City.
Don't you dare.
really?
No, I've never seen a full episode. Let me
Well,
say
you don't
that.
know about
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Big, dude?
I know about Mr. Big because I used to work at the movie theater, and when the Sex and the City movie came out, I watched the
was so
end of
good.
it, and I was like, "This is weird."
It's great.
It's so good.
It's
like
so good.
it opened my eyes to like womanhood and like
But
It hasn't aged
Yeah.
super well, and
Yeah.
now I know. Like when we were like younger, you didn't want to be Miranda, who was played by Cynthia Nixon.
No,
now that's
she was lame.
all that I want to be.
Yeah.
She was like partner.
Well, it's like a part of your life. Like you want to be the one who's like, not the mean one, and then you grow up and you're like, I want to be the one that fucking drinks and like parties and like fucking. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, you realize because like the central character Carrie is very flawed and very selfish and like not the kind. Like Miranda also is an incredible friend. I mean, and she says it anyway. We could talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's not. We could do that, but we don't need to right now. I got very excited. I would love to talk about Sex and the City for hours, but
yeah. I mean, I think that to wrap this whole episode up, I think that there
guys, I feel like we just tapped on the.
I know there's so much to
iceberg.
get in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is probably like this should be like a 2-hour episode about like the difference between men and women and why it's so stupid. But
challenging stereotypes.
Yeah,
what is it, Devin?
There are things that men do that women do, and there are things that women do that are fucking better than men.
Yeah, like
I've watched female rugby. It's fucking crazy.
Everybody glamps, dude. Everybody glamps.
Everybody glamps.
You know
That's the
what
name
I'm
of the episode. Everybody glamps. That's rather a shirt or something. I don't know. We can make it something.
It's also kind of interesting the things that like you guys keep pulling. You're like, I mean, have you seen women play rugby?
I know, right? Like
you're
we
like,
all
just-
play rugby.
No, I'm not saying. Okay,
No,
I didn't say.
No, like it's
have
really
you ever
good.
seen it? I'm saying
it's
I've seen women play rugby, and they're fucking way tougher than me. There's
no.
I mean, we
super
can push a
appreciating-
human being out of our
She
bodies.
said it. You did. We
Yeah.
can.
We can push our threshold for freaking pain is like
Insurmountable.
up there.
Yeah.
Like
well, I can
woman's
push
body is freaking
millions of
amazing.
You can what?
It was a sperm joke. I was
Oh.
gonna say I can push millions of kids out of my body.
You can use the actual term.
Well, okay, I didn't want to say I can push 1 million kids out of my penis.
Well, you should. That's actually because that's actually
No, I don't want to have.
those are
out
the
of my
parts.
wee wee.
I don't want to have the words "kids" and "my penis" in the same
Dude,
sentence.
very funny. Bit.
Why?
I've given birth.
You know what trips me up?
times.
That like when you're pregnant and like you are about to like get like your due or whatever, and like they say you have to have sex to like induce labor.
Yeah.
Like your dick is like an inch away from a baby's skull. Like,
Yeah,
Well,
that
that's a
you're
big-
about to meet.
Well, that's
Like
a
you're gonna
question
see this kid
Like,
soon. He's
do
like,
you-
do you remember my my dong was close to you, kid.
like, do you tell that kid when it's like 15, like I had to induce labor on your mother?
No, I mean it's still fucking crazy that like every one of our parents fucked to have us.
Very
Like,
good. Yes.
like,
No.
Yes.
but it could have been like sensual, like lighted candles,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
or it could just be like we got drunk and we started.
Yeah, but I was delivered by a stork, dude. Daddy told me while he was shaving me.
My mom and my dad held hands, and then a stork came.
He screamed divide. My dad split in half. Here we are today.
Oh shit!
Well, that's
a good way to end.
that's
the
a
episode.
great way to end it. Thank
great
you,
way to end the
other
episode.
Devin.
You're welcome.
So I guess the promotion's going to be really easy because it's you can find
Check us all out.
you can check everyone who's in this room right now except for that
check,
strange
check.
ghost over there. He's not on this website.
Oh my God! It's
Oh, we didn't even
Is it
talk
Ted?
about ghost rights.
I know, right?
You said it, girl. You said it.
I mean, they didn't have right. They were people once.
Yeah, but they're not people anymore.
I know, but like they're still.
But they're the
amongst us.
spirit, which is like, isn't that the most important part of us? Our
I
soul.
know.
They're like an imprint of a person. When do the rights end and when do they begin, man?
Oh,
Here we go, man. Ghosts should be able to vote.
I was voted for by 4 million dead people across America. They love me and they love my campaign.
there's someone I feel like who would be totally into that if the ghost would vote for them.
Yeah,
I won't say their name.
yeah.
Like, what if the graveyards are just covered in campaign signs? Like little coroplast signs, like on stakes.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So you can find both of our podcasts, My Other Buddy Devin and Two Adult Women, on yeahdude.com. That's
tears.
I'm trying to do her. I'm trying to do
Oh,
her.
sorry. She's crying. She's got
I'm
laugh tears.
laughing.
She's got laugh tears.
It's yeahdeed.com. You can find all of merch and videos and blogs and podcasts and everything else on that website from My Other Buddy Devin and Two Adult Women.
Our episodes normally, Two Adult Women's episodes normally drop on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And the boys, they drop them on Fridays.
Yep.
Yeah, boy. And if you search both of our names on any given social media platform, that's My Other Buddy Devin or Two Adult Women, will pop up, dude. We got pages. We all got pages, dude. We got multiple pages.
Instagram. We got Facebook. We got
Twitter.
Well, I don't think
You guys do?
We don't.
I don't think they
Twitter's
have
No,
Twitter.
thank you.
over.
Oh, I love Twitter, dude.
But is there
tweet all the
anything?
time.
Is there anything you guys want to say before we leave?
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Follow us and listen to us. And, we're just two women.
Two adult women.
Two adult-ass women.
Bye.
Hell
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. See y'all
Later.
next week. This has been a Yeah Deed Media production. For more info and content, go to yeahdeed.com.